Okay, so welcome to VGA Cloud Digital Lab Online. So we're going to give you some updates on the site, right? Because the last time we added download, and because download is there, so you can keep visiting download, and we're going to update it more. You may have to leave your email address or something like that. Also, we put in the HTML5 generator link there. That's VGA generator, and you can go over there and go ahead and use the HTML5 generator to generate VG custom list players that auto plays every video behind each other. You can just create a single page. Of course, we got a standard template there, or a CTB tube. You can tweak it, do whatever you want to it, but it comes with a comment form and an area that you can add in. So it's just basically giving you a free template. Just the same way that you go online and you get a snip, you will download templates, right? Yeah. So that you can use. Okay. So there are bigger and better generators that create more awesome professional sites, even store sites. But we decided at some point we have to give the users or whoever is coming by to the site every time they watch a video something to play around with up there. Now what will be useful for you, right? So let's get over there and go on. Okay, so we just loaded up. So I go to vga.smtbs.com and call that inside. And you see the address above here. You can see the address where it is. And you can call it in. It will open up with design page. Okay, previous HTML generator that we are using is the difference between those that the internal view actually preview the whole build of the page. This particular one only preview if you're using design page, because it's just a player generator. It was geared more to you seeing the preview of the player. But I then added the part that you can just put it in a page. So that came after, and so it's kind of like you have to really view that part of the build and how it's going to look on the web. Okay, so maybe along the line we may change it up, put a more advanced version in it. You may have to log in to use the advanced version. That's about it. It still will be free. Even when we set up a login for you to log in and use the advanced version, it's still free, right? So that we'll have a record of our users who are using the actual script, right? Okay, so what we're going to actually do right here is go to the sidebar right here on the left and click on the code editor that exposes the code editor to you directly. And then we'll go click HTML5 generator and we can move it over here. So okay, it do actually save a page. Of course, we will tell you to go ahead and copy the page once you build it and save it in one of your folders or notepad. You can also save a default, and if you might mess up in any way and require to get the copy that you actually made or saved there, you can then link us, or you can go back and remake it, right? That's simple, right? Okay. So the HTML5 generator really asks you for URLs. So you can be using the URL from your website right here, okay? That's what it's designed for. And for the posters, you can be using your URL for the posters. And that's if you create a single HTML5 video player, then normally an image comes up right on it. So that way you can, I like to do this while I'm here. Even though I'm not going to be using it now, I still sort of like have it there. That's the name of the actual video. Okay, so gave you guys a few different selects. So player 1 and 3 is actually VGA player. So if you clicked on player 2, it will generate a player for you, and you can go over here and scroll back down and click on generate an HTML for you, and preview. Okay, so there we go. So you have, now you see the player that you're making. All right. Okay, so let's try to clean up behind me. It was like a quick demonstration of just creating a single player. Okay, so if we want to create a list player, we have insert the V list, which is we can insert a list because I think we already set up with an image and a name, so we can just go ahead and do that, right? Yeah. Cool, yeah. And we can simply change the image and change the video as well. It's the same type of video, and we can say, okay, give us one there. Now we can go back and say, okay, give us player 2, and play this HTML. And okay, let me go. I don't know if it'll show up here, but it should, maybe not. But let's look. What we're getting here first. So let's close this out for a minute and try to see what we are making. Okay, so we're actually getting 2 player. That's why it's good to actually look at stuff before you actually do it, right? Or somehow a player was already there. I think, yes, when we just opened up, we did that. Right, cool. So now we're gonna actually preview that player. So now it'll show you, the VGA player. So the VGA player now shows up the player in this particular design, don't show you the list. Okay? It does not show you the list. And when we're coming out of the video, I will go to one and show you what I'm talking about. But this is a free one online, so you can go there and get familiar with it. Okay. Until we put out the bigger free version. We still got to tweak some stuff in it, that's just it. Okay, so on this VGA demonstration now, we're gonna show you that we did generated 2 sets of video. Right? And that's what we're getting here. Well, for some reason, let's click this on. You shouldn't be getting 2 of that. I don't understand about this. Sometimes it's the. Okay, so we still showing. Right? Let's yeah, let's go here. And I don't know why we got a double click in the window, so I'm definitely gonna go to the HTML5 generator, and I'm gonna open it. Now I'm gonna pull this down and wonder why we are, if we're generating anything. Actually, not we are generating anything, but just for this, for the surety, let's clean that. And this time we're going to use 3. All right? Since we got that going on, we can go ahead and put this back up where it was. All right? So that's kind of cool stuff that I allow to happen. Like here on a Mac or something, you can do that with your thing, right? Okay, so we should go and open the editor, click on a file, and just my surety, I'm gonna go through the codes myself and look at what the code is doing. Because we should not be having two video player system there. Right. And this is my VG player, right? So yeah, we refer to the player as VGA player, and it is a VGA player. Or if you look into the code content, and the ID is actually called a VGA player, right? And we sort of like did it a couple times to encase it a certain way. So let's look at this, right? So now we got the list and the video. So this is just, we're just giving you guys this. You come over and you can easily make a list, and once you save it, I will show you, because coming, like I said, you have to log in to use a file manager. There is a file manager to the system, but you would probably have to log in, and or you can link us for email. In that way we get your email, so we'll enter you in the database in a way for you to see the file manager after you have saved this file. Or what I'm doing here, you can simply go here, and you can't back click, so you definitely can't select. But if you know keyboard command, you can use the keyboard command and select the whole thing, right? But just like I'm gonna fix that, so you guys can just go ahead and do that anyway. But for now it's like that. You can just go ahead and do this, and use a copy command on your computer to capture it, right? A keyboard command on your computer to capture it, and then like that. If you're unsure about doing that, just go ahead and add a file name to the thing, add a file name there, and press save, right? Like, you know, I guess we can just go ahead and add something there, a 3, and said, okay, save this file for me. So it will save the file for you. The file is a save file. So when you say save the file now, you go ahead and say, give me code editor. This file now is saved and embedded in the system, right? It actually save it like a cookie for you, right? So if you want to bookmark that page on your browser and come back and tweak it more or ever, and still come back and look at it, that's cool, you know. But what's a good thing about this page, that you get icons that are lined up in the right place, like, okay, thumbs up, thumbs down, and your share button, and you get an actual form that's already built already. If you have knowledge about and have your thing on a database already, you can go ahead and fill in all the difference, right? And then right there, you can use this form through your database. If you have knowledge of certain things, then you can add also your Google ad on the part that says advertisement right there, and it pops up, right? So it's like a good page to like just do. However, not because we don't have so, but you know, you can still use, if you choose to say I'm going to build my stuff with YouTube, it's cool, because all you have to do is copy all your embed file from YouTube right here, and it will create your YouTube page, right? Okay, I think we're gonna like refresh, okay, the whole entire page for a minute, and we're gonna go to YouTube too, right? Like that. So on the YouTube thing, you won't be able to create a list of players. That's another version right there. You won't be able to create a list of players, video that will play in this particular version that I'm showing you. But of course, we do have a version of it that you can add up or make a list of your YouTube videos, right? And create like your own personal TV, right? Or your own personal video gallery. So yes, you come by and check out our stuff, because when you come back around again, right, you'll be able to get your link to the one that you can do more. So, okay, let's click on this video then. And what we are looking for right now is, okay, let display. So, like I said, we are got into online media distribution along the way. Lock this off right here. Well, let's try to get the share button up. And so we want to now copy this. You can go back to Builder now and call your HTML. And simply just, oops, sorry, my bad. Right, that's our little commercial thing, you know what I mean? Like when you hit up on the thing. Okay, you can use a command to enter that in there. Right? So that's now using the embed of, but you see that's where we looked at the list and it said embed, right? So even though we have a list thing or whatever, you can still hook it up with a page. And then we're gonna like actually do something. You should be able to see it here too. Right. So that's a YouTube right there that we did. Right. So, and now we want to see the web version with the template. Wow, did we do what this do? What this do for us? Let's I think we didn't do that, but let's, sometime the computer, I guess, does that. Let's click back this again. It should be, oh, wow. Just retaining that, oh, I forgot. Okay, another thing that I said early on, and when you create software, and you know of a thing, you remember what I said? Now, if I refresh this computer, it would just bring back the last file that I saved. Because now it's like saving it like an history. Unless I clear it, it's actually there. And I forgot that it was behind there. Right, so we need to do this. Cool. Well, of course, the player that I have directional things in it, so you'll have to go here, and I can go tweak this by adding a div and moving it in the right position, but just to show you that. Okay, let's get rid of this. I'm gonna do something here. Okay. So we can just generate our regular HTML. It's doing that. So one more thing we wanted to show you was get a video player here. We still leave these features there for you to come over and be able to load the video that's in the actual HTML window now in the fields that's there. You can load it, and because you wanted to get something, I need this part right here. Because I want to use this part, like I said, I'm going to use this part. If I was the user for my image that I can save to my database, and I have to make it my page or whatever I'm making, I can go and add those images. And you can come here and also just load your video from your URL, right? And play it inside the player and snapshot as many images you want from your video. Right? That way. And all you have to do is just look at image capture. After you stop, it'll show you, and I'll show you what's happening. Okay, so play. I mean, in some ways, I have what you would call a video editor function inside there, and maybe one day I'll sit around and we start running that in a timeline, right, and everything, right, by it having a computer actually just snapshotting every frame, because you go to that depth where you automatically snapshot all the frames from you, and you can actually create an editor that way. Anyway, so that's just one of the features, and you guys, and we've been like really following the thing, so I don't know that we have a video caption tool there that you can create video captions, right? You can merge the file to your video by using adding your name of your caption, right? So if you want to add dot caption, dot VTT, and so, and even if you just add, you understand, as long as you have your name, it'll come up. And if you go and let me go back here. Where there's a start time and an ending time of each part of the dialogue in the box. So you know by watching your video, knowing when a thing is said and when it ends, and that you enter that in there, right? You keep punching in all that to the length of the whole video, and so when the video comes up, it'll work. So when you're doing that, you can use the HTML players, and it'll do that. And it should, well, do it on my player, but the point is I'm using a custom control which much bigger, so that will be coming up, but it sometimes get masked behind the new controls. So we'll tweak up, make my control a little smaller, and then you can see those captions. Thanks for viewing. So you can now use this tool by going to VGA Cloud Digital Lab and click on generator, right? And keep looking over here for stuff that we might put in there for you to download. So in there, over here we have a little editor. So being that everything started from the editor, I have a full working editor here in PHP. The zip file is a PHP, right? Like that. And it is like what you're doing when you really, let's do this. Okay, so this file is saying HTML because I set it to see HTML, the file manager, to produce HTML and hid all the PHP file because this program is built from PHP, right? But when you get this file, all you need to do is change an extension on the file to PHP and run it in a browser in your site, and this will come up. It will give you all the features, which is on the one inside, you have the working buttons, which should be your body. You won't see it right now here because, like I said, it's not in the right format. And you can see the view, design page. Back to the edit, and then we have a generator, and we have, that's there. So and some stuff doesn't really work, so you need to download a package in order to really do that. Let's see where we are here. We lost the links to the thing. So thanks for viewing, okay? Cool. So I think we was using that to really go back. Yeah, so over here, the zip is there. Okay? So we have, you won't be able to see the, also when you come here, see the script unless you are on the home page. Right? Thanks for viewing.